Terra, also known as Earth in ancient records, is the center of the massive galaxy-spanning empire in the Warhammer 40k universe called the Imperium of Man. It's the most important planet for humanity and home to the God Emperor, who is both ruler and a sacred figure. Terra is packed with hundreds of billions of people living in huge, crowded city hives, covering almost every part of the planet. These cities are dark and industrial, and pollution hangs heavy in the air. Most of Terra's citizens are either poor laborers or dedicated servants of the Imperium, while a few wealthy nobles and high-ranking officials live in luxury. Terra also has enormous structures, like the gigantic Imperial Palace, where the Emperor sits on the golden throne. Millions of people from all over the galaxy come to Terra as pilgrims to honor the Emperor, hoping to catch a glimpse of the holy sites. Terra is also well defended, with powerful armies and massive space defenses to protect the Imperium's heart from enemies. Cadia was a legendary world in the Warhammer 40k universe, known for its strong defenses and brave soldiers. Positioned right next to a dangerous area in space called the Eye of Terror, Cadia acted as a barrier against terrifying forces of chaos that sought to spread destruction across the galaxy. The people of Cadia were raised to be warriors, learning how to handle weapons from a young age. Their cities, called Cadia, were built like fortresses to protect them from frequent attacks. Cadia was the first target of Abaddon, a powerful chaos warlord, during his many attacks known as the Black Crusades. Despite being heavily attacked, the people of Cadia held the line bravely. Unfortunately, during the 13th Black Crusade, Abaddon unleashed a powerful attack that shattered Cadia, causing it to break apart and be consumed by the Warp, a chaotic energy realm. The fall of Cadia was a devastating loss, but the spirit of its people lived on. Survivors still fight with the same courage, honoring the memory of their home by carrying on the fight against chaos wherever they go. Their motto, Cadia Stands, reminds everyone of their unbreakable resolve. Macragge is the capital of Ultramar, a region led by the Space Marines called the Ultramarines. This planet is known for its rocky mountains, with much of its land covered in steep, uninhabitable terrain. In one of these mountain ranges lies the Fortress of Hera, where the Ultramarines live and train. This fortress also holds the Temple of Correction, which once housed the resting place of Robuta Guilliman, a legendary warrior and leader of the Ultramarines. Macragge has faced many challenges, including an invasion by alien creatures called Tyranids. During this battle, called the Battle of Macragge, the Ultramarines fought bravely to protect their world and became heroes in the Imperium. The Ultramarines' courage and strength have inspired others across the galaxy, and Macragge remains a well-defended and important world in the Imperium. Today, the planet is ruled by Chapter Master Marneus Calgar, who continues the legacy of Guilliman by leading the Ultramarines and protecting Ultramar from threats. Necromunda is a hive world in the Warhammer 40k universe, covered in enormous towering cities called hives, where millions of people live packed together. Outside the hive cities, the land is a toxic wasteland filled with ash and pollution, making it impossible to survive there. Inside, the hives are filled with powerful gangs, factories, and mines. People in the lower levels live tough lives, often working in dangerous jobs or joining gangs to protect themselves and gain power. The most important hive, called Hive Primus, is ruled by Lord Helmor, who controls the planet and its resources. Necromunda is famous for its huge factories that produce weapons and supplies for the Imperium's armies. The great houses, powerful families run these industries, while the clan houses, smaller groups, work in the lower levels and often clash in gang wars. The people of Necromunda are known to be strong and tough, which makes them good recruits for the Imperial Guard. Catchan is one of the most dangerous planets. It's covered by thick, steamy jungles filled with plants and animals that seem designed to attack anything that moves. Life on Catchan is extremely tough, and only the strongest and smartest survive to adulthood. Almost every plant and animal here is deadly. Some plants can trap and poison creatures, while others can even explode to spread their seeds. Dangerous creatures like the Catchan Devil, a huge scorpion-like predator, and great barking toads, which release deadly toxins when scared, roam the jungles. The people of Catchan are famously tough and brave, and they have to be just to survive. These Catchans become some of the best jungle fighters in the galaxy, known as the Catchan Jungle Fighters, who join the Imperial Guard to protect other worlds. The harsh environment has made the people of Catchan strong and fearless, and they're highly respected across the galaxy for their courage and skills in survival. Fenris is an icy, dangerous planet in the Warhammer 40k universe, home to fierce warriors known as the Space Wolves. This planet has extreme weather, shifting between freezing winters and volcanic summers. Most of Fenris is covered by a vast ocean with small islands, which sink and rise with the seasons. The people of Fenris live in small tribes, battling both each other and the fierce creatures around them just to survive. The Space Wolves' fortress, called the Fang, sits on Asaheim, the only stable landmass. Here they train and protect the planet from invaders. Creatures like giant wolves, massive elk, and sea monsters make Fenris especially dangerous. The Fenrisians, hardened by these challenges, are chosen to join the Space Wolves if they show bravery and skill in battle. The Space Wolves, with their leader Leman Russ, are legendary across the galaxy for their strength and loyalty, protecting the Imperium from threats beyond Fenris. Armageddon. Armageddon is a planet known for its endless battles and dangerous environment. It's an industrial world with massive hive cities where people live, surrounded by pollution and ash-covered lands. Armageddon has been the site of huge wars, including invasions by Chaos and by fierce orc armies led by the infamous warlord Gazkul Thraka. These invasions, called the Wars for Armageddon, have scarred the planet, making it a place of constant conflict. The people of Armageddon can't grow food on the toxic land and rely on other planets to supply essentials like food and clean water. The Armageddon Steel Legion, the planet's army, fights mainly from inside armored vehicles to stay safe from the polluted environment. Despite the harsh conditions, Armageddon remains a crucial planet for the Imperium of Man, producing vital weapons and resources. Today, both humans and orcs continue to battle for control, and the planet has become a symbol of bravery and struggle in the galaxy. Baal. Baal is a harsh desert world in the Warhammer 40k and home to the Blood Angel Space Marine chapter. Baal is mostly a barren desert filled with dangerous radiation left over from ancient wars. The people of Baal, called the Blood, live in scattered, tough tribes on its two moons, Baal Prime and Baal Secundus. They endure a harsh life, wearing protective gear to survive the radiation, and battling against both the elements and mutant creatures. Thousands of years ago, Sanguinius, the angel-like Primarch of the Blood Angels, landed on Baal Secundus. Known for his courage and kindness, he protected the human tribes from mutant attacks and led the Blood Angels to become one of the Imperium's greatest forces. Young people from the Blood tribes compete in fierce trials to join the Blood Angels. Only the strongest and bravest are chosen. They're taken to the Blood Angels' fortress, the Arx Angelicum, where they undergo powerful transformations, becoming superhuman warriors. Agripinaa. Agripinaa is a busy factory planet, making weapons and supplies for the Imperium of Man. It's known as a forge world because it's run by the Adeptus Mechanicus, a group of engineers and scientists who love machines and technology. The entire planet is covered in huge factories, refineries, and tall pipes, which have made the air very toxic, so people live in sealed cities to survive. Agripinaa is close to the Eye of Terra, a dangerous region of space filled with chaos forces, which makes it a frequent target for attacks. Despite constant battles, Agripinaa's defenders, machines and soldiers called Skitarii, have protected the planet by building strong defenses and powerful weapons. They are even helped by giant walking robots called Titans. After Cadia, a fortress planet nearby, was destroyed, Agripinaa has been under even more pressure to defend itself from chaos invasions. But with the help of refugees who joined the fight, the people and machines of Agripinaa keep defending the planet, hoping to keep chaos forces from taking over. Deliverance. Deliverance, once called Lycaeus, is a barren moon orbiting the planet Kiavar in the Warhammer 40k universe. It's home to the Raven Guard Space Marine chapter, known for their stealth and quick strikes. Originally, Lycaeus was a harsh prison for those who worked in its dangerous mines under strict control from Kiavar's rulers. The prisoners lived in tough conditions, forced to dig for valuable minerals. Everything changed when Corvus Corax, the Primarch of the Raven Guard, arrived on Lycaeus. Corax led a brave revolt that freed the prisoners and gained independence from Kiavahar. To celebrate, the moon was renamed Deliverance. After this, the Emperor of Mankind arrived, and Corax joined him, taking charge of the Raven Guard. Their fortress, called the Ravenspire, now stands tall on Deliverance, symbolizing strength and freedom. Today, Deliverance supports the Imperium's wars, producing powerful weapons and armor with Kiavar. The people of Deliverance respect the Raven Guard, seeing them as protectors. Life on Deliverance is challenging, but it remains a symbol of resilience and bravery, inspiring the warriors who defend humanity. Caliban. Caliban was once a wild forest-covered planet known for its dangerous creatures and thick, dark woods. It was the home of the Dark Angels, a group of elite space marines. The people of Caliban lived in castles and fortresses to protect themselves from the Great Beasts, huge, fierce creatures lurking in the forests, made even more deadly by strange energies from a nearby warp rift. Life on Caliban was difficult. and the people there developed a strong knightly culture with warriors trained from a young age. The Primarch of the Dark Angels, Lionel Johnson, grew up on Caliban and, with his mentor Luther, led the people in clearing out the great beasts, making the planet safer. Eventually, the Emperor of Mankind found Johnson and gave him command of the Dark Angels, turning Caliban into a base for the Imperium's missions. However, jealousy and betrayal grew between Johnson and Luther, leading to a civil war that destroyed Caliban. The planet broke apart, leaving only a fragment called the Rock, which now serves as the Dark Angels' fortress monastery and a reminder of their lost home. Calth. Calth is a dangerous world known for its harsh conditions and history of fierce battles. Once a thriving agricultural planet, it was part of the Ultramar realm, home to the Ultramarines, one of the Emperor's loyal Space Marine legions. Long ago, Calth had green lands and could support life above ground. However, during the Horus Heresy, the Word-Bearers, Space Marines who turned traitor, attacked Calth, causing massive destruction. They bombarded the surface, turning it into an unlivable, radiation-filled wasteland with no atmosphere. Now, people on Calth survive by living underground in huge cities, safe from the deadly sunlight and harsh conditions above. Despite these hardships, Calth remains important. Its people are tough and loyal to the Ultramarines. Calth is also known for its strong planetary defense force and shipyards. In later years, it faced terrifying threats from tyrannid creatures like the mighty Old One-Eye, a monstrous tyrannid biobeast.